Kash has always been very strong-willed, and he loves to play ball and roughhouse with his brothers.
All his brothers love him and like to take care of him and play with him.
As a family, we have some land and we like to be out there, Trace Farms and Ranches, so the kids pretty much like to be outside and be on the tractors, and we just like doing things outdoors together. July 16, 2011, I picked up Kash. It was, I think, on a Wednesday afternoon from my neighbor. She'd been keeping him when I was at work, and I picked him up, and I immediately felt this knot below his rib cage. And so he had his 2-year-old checkup on the following Monday, so it was about 4 days, and so we thought, well, he would probably be okay. Well, by that Saturday, he was urinating blood. And so we immediately brought him to the emergency room here at CMN Medical Center. It was just like 5 minutes from the time I got there until Dr. Hafter came in, and I was holding Kash, and he told me that I needed to sit down. And at that point, I had already realized before he said that, I knew something was not right. And so when he told me to sit down, that pretty much already confirmed my fears. And then he proceeded to tell us that Kash had a Wilms tumor, which was a cancerous tumor on his right kidney.
The Wilms tumor is a renal mass. Once they finish, based on the stage of the cancer, and usually it's picked up in a later stage, but still it has a very favorable prognosis with it. But it's still very scary. We
immediately had to go to Fort Worth. They weren't able to air flight us because it was too turbulent. So we went home and got our clothes and stuff together. And I mean, we were standing in the garage, and our 8-year-old Regan asked us, said, "Is Kash going to live? Is he going to be okay?" And that was a very, very hard moment for me because we didn't know at that point. I didn't know. I'd never heard of Wilms tumor. Neither one of us knew anything about it. And when you hear the word cancer, I always immediately assume the worst. So we didn't know if he would make it. It's very hard because the children didn't know, their brother's leaving, going to Fort Worth, and don't know when or how he'll come back. We spent a week in the hospital in Fort Worth. And then he started chemo, and his tumor was 14.2 centimeters, so it was very large. And they had to do the chemo for 6 weeks so they could shrink the tumor before they could remove it.
When he first started coming in, he wasn't quite 2, and he is just ornery and adorable all at the same time. He would still run and play and try and play and stuff, but his little tummy was so big. They just had to shrink the tumor enough with the chemo and radiation to be able to accomplish surgery. Kash's family is just amazing. They're an awesome, cohesive group. They've all supported Kash. Extended family members have come with him to his chemotherapy. His brothers have come to try and distract him and take his mind off of it and make it seem more normal as it can be for a 2-year-old. I just love having them.
So in 6 weeks we went back. The tumor had shrunk some, and so they went ahead and did this surgery. It was early September, and they removed his right kidney and his tumor, and then within a week he was running and playing like his normal self. So Children's Miracle Network is so important to Kash and our family because one main reason is like the clinic that we got to do his chemo in was pretty much supported, I understand, by money given to Children's Miracle Network.
Him being able to stay here and get his treatment here is one of the huge things with Children's Miracle Network.
For us, Children's Miracle Network has made it easier where we could stay at home more and be as a family unit. It's been very good. It's been a very positive experience.
Please support the Children's Miracle Network
and help a miracle kid like Kash.